Hello, everyone. Carrie Lee Petrosky here, board certified hypnotherapist and eating psychology coach. And I just want to take a moment to talk to you about your appetite and why denying and suppressing it is actually harming your weight loss efforts. A lot of people will deny their appetite, saying that, well, I'm consuming less calories, so it's going to be easier to take off the weight. But there's a few problems with that. First and foremost, the most obvious thing is that when you are hungry and you're not eating, you're going to get to the point where you're overly hungry and you're going to be making those poor food choices, reaching for that king size Snickers bar or what have you, because it's the closest and easiest thing to do. And you're going to be eating it really fast and consuming more than you need. But more importantly is the fact that when you're suppressing your appetite, you're putting your digestive metabolism into slowdown mode, because we're meant to store fat as a survival mechanism. So when you're not eating when you're hungry, your body's storing all those fat cells saying, hold on to every single calorie because God knows when this crazy person's going to feed us again. But a helpful thing that will help you reframe and help you make a friend of your appetite so that you're able to keep your metabolism on an even keel is to think of your metabolism as the fire that burns everything up. If you think of the definition of a calorie is the amount of heat that's emitted when something's burnt up. They have these fancy little ovens, they put the food substance in, burn it up, see how much heat is emitted, and that's how they determine how many calories are in that food substance. So if you think of it in those terms, your metabolism is the fire that's burning that up. The food is the fuel that keeps it going because you need the fuel to keep the fire going. If the fire is starting to peter out and you're denying your appetite and not giving it the fuel it needs, it's going to completely die out. It's just going to peter out on you. If you're hungry, though, and you're fueling it, but you eat too much, you go beyond that comfortable fullness, you're essentially smothering the fire. So if you put too much fuel on the fire, it smothers the fire as well. So if you think of it in those terms, that your metabolism is the fire and the food is the fuel, if you eat when you're physically hungry, you're going to stop that fire from petering out. If you stop when you're comfortably full, you're going to prevent yourself from smothering the fire, which is what usually happens when people eat too much and then they're saying, oh, well, I ate too much. I can't really move. I need 15 to 20 minutes to digest this before I go for a walk, because food is meant to give you energy. It's fuel, as I was saying. It should give you energy. You should be able to go for a walk immediately after eating. I'm not saying that you have to go for a walk. I'm just saying that you should be able to, because the food has given you that fuel. And if you can't go for the walk, that means you've put too much fuel on that fire and you've smothered it and need some time to recover. So if you think of it in those terms, it's going to take you a long way in your weight loss efforts. So again, I'm Carrie Lee Petrosky, eating psychology coach and board certified hypnotist. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me either through the message system here or through my website, catalysthypnosiscenter.com. So remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So focus on the positive and make it a fantastic day.